guys can keep an eye and make sure we're both in it. Okay. So we're starting with, you just listened to the channeling about confrontation, and what part of it really landed on you?
I actually felt a little bit teary when we were going into battle.
Going into battle?
Yeah. Going into battle and knowing that it was the last time I was going to see my neighbours and friends.
Yeah.
Not being able to look at the people just to give them their dignity.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Okay, so where do you feel that in your body when you're feeling the emotion from that?
Sort of the chest and throat.
Chest and throat? And describe it as a tightness, a heaviness, a...
I don't feel it as intensely now as I was when I was listening.
Yeah. So if you describe the emotion, what would the emotion be in your chest and throat?
Just sadness, grief.
Yes, okay. Even though I've got all this sadness...
Even though I've got all this sadness...
that I really felt while I was listening to the channeling...
that I really felt when I was listening to the channeling...
in my throat and my chest...
in my throat and chest...
and some part of me resonates with that...
some part of me resonates with that...
and I can still feel it in my throat and chest...
I still feel it in my throat and chest...
that finality...
that finality...
of not being able to see my friends and family again...
of not being able to see my friends and family again...
not even be able to look at them...
not even be able to look at them...
trying to hold my dignity and theirs together...
trying to hold my dignity and theirs together...
all my human fear...
all my human fear...
as I'm approaching death...
as I'm approaching death...
that I feel in my throat and my chest...
that I feel in my throat and chest...
I ask my body to process it and release it...
I ask my body to process and release it...
all the way back to its origin...
all the way back to its origin...
wherever that began...
wherever that began...
in this life or another...
in this life or another...
in all of my lifetimes...
all of my lifetimes...
I want to release it...
I want to release it...
I want to step through that karma...
I want to step through that karma...
that feeling of sadness...
that feeling of sadness...
deep grief...
deep grief...
in my throat and my chest...
in my throat and chest...
when I think about my impending death...
when I think about my impending death...
walking into battle...
walking into battle...
wearing battle gear that doesn't fit me...
wearing battle gear that doesn't fit me...
because I'm not a soldier...
because I'm not a soldier...
I'm a farmer... feeling the gentleness of the farmer...
feeling the gentleness of the farmer...
and all his fear...
and all his fear...
as he walks into battle...
as he walks into battle...
knowing that he won't see family and friends again...
knowing that he won't see family and friends again...
knowing that this is it...
knowing that this is it...
releasing the fear...
releasing the fear...
the sadness and the grief...
the sadness and the grief...
from my throat and chest...
from my throat and chest...
as I connect with my guides...
as I connect with my guides...
my higher self...
my higher self...
and ask to be able to step through it...
and ask to be able to step through it...
and see the bigger picture...
and see the bigger picture...
from my soul...
from my soul...
knowing that I contracted to do this...
knowing that I contracted to do this...
as a soul...
as a soul...
in order to learn a lesson...
in order to learn a lesson...
that I never really die...
I'll never really die...
processing and releasing all that fear...
processing and releasing all that fear...
sadness...
sadness...
and deep grief...
and deep grief...
through all of my lifetimes...
through all of my lifetimes...
all of the times I said goodbye to family...
all the times I say goodbye to family...
neighbours and friends...
neighbours and friends...
all the times I felt impending death...
all the times I felt impending death...
sadness...
sadness...
deep grief...
deep grief...
processing and releasing it...
processing and releasing it...
as I see the cosmic humour of it all...
as I see the cosmic humour of it all...
that I never really die...
that I never really die...
releasing the 3D fear...
releasing the 3D fear...
the human fears...
the human fears...
as I keep coming back...
as I keep coming back...
time and time again...
time and time again...
to pass through this lesson...
to pass through this lesson...
processing and releasing the sadness...
processing and releasing the sadness...
the deep grief...
the deep grief...
when I think about that farmer...
when I think about that farmer...
fighting the toothless titan...
fighting the toothless titan...
impending death...
impending death...
not wanting to look at his neighbours...
not wanting to look at his neighbours...
to give him the dignity of death...
to give him the dignity of death...
releasing all my fears...
releasing all my fears...
I never really die.
I never really die.
Deep breaths. I saw a shift in there somewhere where it just, this is where with EFT you've got to really take notice of somebody's energy, but there was a huge shift. Did anyone else see that? The shift of energy?
And I felt connected to you when I looked into your eyes. It was like just endless.
Yeah,
It was
oneness.
infinity. It
Yeah.
was just...
Yeah, that was when we connected the souls and the
Yes.
lifetimes and the cosmic joke.
Yeah, it was good. And another thing that came up was about friendships. I don't really make an effort with friendships. It's almost like,
Yeah, why
because
should
I'm
I?
going to lose those people,
Yes.
and it's going to hurt too much when I lose them.
Yeah, and see how the subtlety of something like that really affects you in a lifetime, that you don't even know where it comes from, and you don't actually have to know, you just know that it comes from there somewhere back in another lifetime. So let's work on that. Even though I've never really made an effort to make strong friendships,
Strong friendships,
and I was really triggered by that channeling, having to say goodbye to friends, neighbours and family. No wonder I don't make that extra effort to make friends, because of the 3D human difficulty in saying goodbye to them. I accept myself and all my fears, and I want to dissolve them from all my lifetimes, all the way back to its origin. Wherever I had lifetimes where it was really hard to say goodbye to friends. The cosmic joke of all of that, where I reincarnate over and over with friends and family, with souls who have contracted to play with me on this human experience, all those lifetimes, where they keep coming back. I never say goodbye to them, and it might be fun reconnecting with them and having closer friendships, because I never say goodbye, and I feel at one with them as I release all the human fear, sadness and grief. When I said goodbye to close friends in other lifetimes, who might even be here in this room, who might be in my life, in this life, just waiting for me to reconnect. How's that feel?
Like a weight's lifted.
Yeah, you can see the shift. Even the energy of our voices is different than in normal EFT. Can you see that? And we're just in a whole different space. It's like you're in Get Smart's kind of silence. You're in a different world.
It's actually brought a very lighter side, almost like a humorous side to it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, is that it? Really? Is that all it was?
Yeah, exactly. But it's been playing there.
It has been.
It's been playing there at a soul level all this time in the background. And it's like, now I get why I never really made close friendships.
Or maybe
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.